Welcome to the track guide for week 6 in the Cadillac, coming to you from Shell V-Power Motorsport Park, aka The Bend, which is just outside of Adelaide in Australia. So I'm going to be showing you lap 5. Lap 6 was 1/100th of a second quicker, but this was quite messy and scruffy, whereas this is more on point and hitting the marks and sort of driving at 95 to 98%, so it's replicable. It's a track that's quite technical and it's quite difficult to find your way around the first few laps, so be patient with yourself. Take it easy, take it slow. You might need to watch this a few times. But it is a very, very enjoyable track once you work out where you're going and how to attack each corner. So to start with, we come steaming down the front straight. And we're looking for, I'm using the 100 as a reference, but it's sort of between the 150 and the 100 is where I'm looking to start heavy braking. Holding that constant 80%. Down to second. On this lap I thought for some reason the apex had lava, so I'm quite some distance away. You don't want to be on this bouncy part of the curb, but on this you want to have your right sides on this curb here for sure. So cost myself a bit of time there. See the trail off. Steadily back into the throttle, up to full throttle now. You want to take the curb here and taking some throttle out because you want to be out to the left here to set up for the next right-hander. It's never how fast can I take this one corner, it's how fast can I take the entire section of corners. Braking, get the right sides on the curb. Then once you've hit the apex, back into the throttle halfway. And then when you feel the car grip up, back to full throttle. So where the grass ends here, that is my reference point to turn in. You can take this full throttle on fresh tyres. The car onto that curb, let it flow out onto this curb, then straighten up, and just after you've got it straight, I'm using the 100 as my reference, so you end up braking, feels like I'm braking at 80, but realistically it's probably 100. So this corner, on entry, feels like you can carry good speed in, but don't be fooled because it really tightens up on exit. You get to about here and then it starts tightening. So, see, I stay on the trail for a lot longer than what you're thinking because it just tightens, 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 and you want to come out tight as well. And from here, let it run wide, almost drive out on purpose out to the left here, because you're going to want to open up the next, I think there's 3 right-handers in a row, maybe even 4. So here it's about just making sure you hit each curb and just playing with the throttle to make sure you get out wide for each new entry, that you're not carrying too much or too little speed, so as you're coming too narrow or too wide and missing the next apex. We've got another one, so it is 3. Then a little bit of brake here. Sort of on off the throttle, just trying to play with getting it in the right position. Trying to get out to this curb because we are going to come back to the left now. And then down here, theoretically you can accelerate round here, but I'm more trying to keep the car stable, balanced, happy. So I'm not doing too much braking or too much throttle, because I'm going to need to be on the brakes, and I want to wrap this curb. Just get my right wheel on that side of the curb and wrap around there. And then once I'm around the apex, start accelerating out onto that curb. This looks like a 90-degree slow corner, but you can actually take it at quite good pace, or far faster than what it feels like as you come up to it. So as you can see, braking much later than you'd think, around the 70, and only down to third. Get your tyres on the curb, and then as soon as you're at that apex, throttle, exit out onto this curb, get over to the right side as quick as you can, because you see we're already at the 100 marker here. And then just as we get to this curb and the 50, that is when I'm looking to brake, down to second. This feels like it's going to be really tight, but then you actually carry more pace than what you think you're going to. And you want to drive out to the right. A little bit of acceleration and then straight back off the throttle. Maybe a little bit of brake, because you want to be tight on this curb. So as you can accelerate out here as early as possible. The quicker you can get to full throttle there, better you'll be. And again, take this curb and take that curb on exit. There's enough of a straight here to make good time by being able to make more speed down the straight. This corner you can brake a bit later than, this is a slow corner, but you can still brake later, because from about 70 meters onwards, the entry to the corner is uphill. So I'm braking at 100, down to second, and getting really slow, because this is a proper 90-degree corner. Get those tyres on the curb, get out to that curb on exit, and then come up to the last corner. This one is a very quick corner, because you think it's going to be like the last one, but you're braking very light and at about the 50, just almost a trail brake, just to get the nose pointed in, and then straight on the gas again. And then race down to the line for a 150.254. So we'll watch that from full speed in the cockpit. And one more time, full speed from chase view. Right, I hope that is useful for some of you who possibly haven't raced here before or have but maybe on a different layout. Any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Also need a public service announcement relating to next week's guide. There won't be one. It's at the track for next week is Monza, and I'm just philosophically opposed to Monza as a track. I don't enjoy it. I enjoy the racing. I just don't like the track. So I won't be doing laps there next week, so there'll be no guide. Yeah, so I will see you back for week 8. And I should be doing guides for the rest of the season after that. Yeah, good luck out there. Stay safe. And I'll catch you in the next one.